Traditional assessment versus authentic assessment. Hi everyone, welcome to our class. And for today, we will going to discuss about what is traditional assessment versus authentic assessment. So, let's start. What is traditional assessment? Traditional assessment are the conventional methods of testing which usually produce a written document such as quiz, exam, or paper. Standardized tests, most state achievement tests, and high school graduation examination are also examples of traditional assessment. What is authentic assessment? Authentic assessment is an assessment that is performance-oriented with the assessment that aims to measure not only the correctness of the response but also the thought process involved in arriving at the response, and that encourages students to reflect their own learning in both depth and breadth. The belief is that instruction will be pushed into a more thoughtful, more reflexive, and richer mode as well. So what is the purpose of traditional assessment and authentic assessment? The purpose of traditional assessment is to evaluate if the students have learned the content, to determine whether or not the students are successful in acquiring knowledge, to rank and compare them against standards or other learners. While the purpose of authentic assessment is to measure students' proficiency by asking them to perform real-life tasks, and to provide feedback and help students manage their own learning. It also evaluates students' competency. Traditional assessment, it measures students' knowledge of the content. It requires students to demonstrate knowledge by selecting a response or giving correct answers. Usually, tests students' proficiency through paper and pencil test. It also requires students to practice cognitive ability to recall, recognize, and reconstruct body of knowledge that has been taught. Authentic assessment, it measures students' ability to apply knowledge of the content in real-life situations, ability to use or apply what they have learned in meaningful ways. It requires students to demonstrate proficiency by performing relevant tasks showing application of what has been learned. It also provides opportunities for students to construct meaning or new knowledge out of what has been taught. Traditional assessment is standardized, valid, and reliable. Its assessment is separated from teaching and learning. Test usually comes after instruction to evaluate if the students have successfully learned the content. It also provides limited ways for students to demonstrate what they have learned. Authentic assessment needs well-defined criteria or rubrics and standards to achieve reliability and validity. The assessment is integrated with instruction. Assessment activities happen all throughout instruction to help students improve their learning and help teachers improve their teaching. It also provides multiple avenues for students to demonstrate best what they have learned. Here are the examples of traditional assessment and authentic assessment. In traditional assessment, examples are true or false, multiple choice test, standardized test, achievement test, intelligence test, and aptitude test. While in authentic assessment, examples are demonstrations, hands-on experiments, portfolios, projects, multimedia presentations, role plays, recitals, stage plays, and exhibits. To better compare traditional versus alternative assessments, here's a Venn diagram I prepared. Traditional assessment is a product-oriented, practical, reliable, valid, summative, and fosters extrinsic motivation, while authentic assessment is a process-oriented, time-intensive, individual feedback, valid, formative, and fosters intrinsic motivation. And that's all for today. I hope you learned something and thank you for watching. God bless.